Okay, good, cool.
Okay,
Cool,
go. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
What's up, everyone? This is Shao. That's Justin. And that over there is Hayden by himself in the closet. And you're listening to a new episode of the Chummy Thumbs podcast. Thank you for that. In the show about the humorous parts of our daily lives. We enjoy finding ways to laugh at ourselves, and you should too. So thanks for listening to us. Okay, let's rewind. Thanks for letting us into your brain skulls, through your ear holes, and enjoy the chumming.
Enjoy the chumming.
Enjoy the
Hello,
chumming.
everybody.
Hello.
Hey, boys.
Hey, how you doing? Still in isolation from your disease? Yeah,
Miss AIDS.
For my
looking
AIDS.
better. Looking
I
better.
know they got me on some really good drugs. They gave me this special tea.
Is it?
It really helps
Is
with
it
the
your
pain.
usual tea?
No, it's yes, it is. But they do have a nice little anecdote on the tea bag holy thing. That's its proper
What's it
name. It says, "Are not flowers the stars of the earth?"
No, they're
No,
wrong.
no.
That's
typo.
stupid.
That's a typo.
Yeah, I think that
Okay.
is
Well,
trying to be too fancy.
Clara Lucas Balfour, you got some splaining to do.
Let's get her on.
Let's get it on. Actually, hey, you know what? We should
Let's
write
get it
angry letters.
on.
Well, we have medicine here today too, actually. For those of you not seeing the video, we have nerd clusters.
Oh,
And
I think the ropes are going to be a little bit disappointed that you changed sides.
Well, hey, if they want to sponsor us, we'll happily do nerd ropes next
Love
time.
it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's not really changing sides. You're just sidestepping. That was impressive.
Sidestepping.
That was very impressive.
Thank
You
you.
didn't catch it. It's right
What do
there.
you mean? Well, I'll do another one. I'll do 2 in a row.
Okay, let's see it. Okay,
That's
what
what he said.
That's what he said.
Oh.
Hey, so
Two in a row. Take
so
the
aggressive.
train to Showtown.
Hey, boys, so I have to it's actually a really exciting time in my house right now.
Yeah.
And so James, my oldest boy, 10, he's going to be 11 in October. He is starting the sex and puberty classes. So big no.
When is he starting?
Yeah. So yeah, he's starting, and it's funny because I've chatted with him about this stuff lots. But yeah, so talking about and so of course when I found out when it was happening, I was like, razzing him a bit, and I was like, oh, just talking about the changes that your body goes through and stuff. And he's like, no, it's because they're talking about the emotional changes, the physical changes, and the psychological changes and stuff. And,
Mm-hmm.
and so we're just kind of talking about it and whatnot. And I told him, I said, oh, buddy, I said, the greatest time in your life is about to start when you have your first wet dream. And he just looks at me, and he does, because he doesn't know. He doesn't,
Yeah.
but he's about to know.
It's so exciting.
So-
I never thought. Just so excited
I'm
for this.
so excited for him. I'm so excited for him.
Okay,
Boy's gonna become a man. What's that?
What grade is he in?
Okay, well, he's in
Yeah,
grade 4, but he
Okay.
could be in grade 5 because he's born in October. So
Right.
school year starts September. So
Wrong.
if you're born between September and December, you can either because you need to be 5 to start kindergarten. So technically he wasn't 5 before school started, but because he's within the first 3-4 months, you can start them early, or you can wait the full year. And to be honest, when he was 4 going on 5, there's no rush. Jocelyn was coming behind him, and you know, he just didn't feel like, it wasn't that he wasn't ready. Like we decided, we thought, oh, maybe it would be better. Boys mature later. And we just thought we'd wait a year. So that's what we did. And we're really happy we did. Like, because when Jocelyn was 5, she turned 5 in April. So she was, you know, already 5 when she started, but like, you know, she was ready for school. So, anyway, so he's in grade 4. He could be in grade 5. A lot of his friends, like that he plays hockey with in his age group, they're all in grade 5, but the same age as him because they go by birth year. And it's always funny because they're always like, "What? Like you're only in grade 4? Why are you only in grade 4?" But yeah, so that's why he's in grade 4. But yeah, like I don't know. It's just I don't know. Because we've always been very open in our house about that stuff because one, you know, just the era we live in, internet information, and just being in school with older kids, like, and if he's learning or hearing things, I'd rather him hear it from us or learn about it from us. And also you don't want to be that kid that's in a position where something's said or something's talked about and you don't know, like maybe with your friends or maybe whatever, and then maybe you get uncomfortable or feel awkward because you don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, so exciting times. I'm really, because do you guys remember that? Like, you know, and the other thing is like, I want my kids to feel comfortable talking to me or us about anything. So if you start those conversations when they're younger, I feel like if it's just normal, then if, you know, and I could be completely wrong, you know, they get to that age and they don't want to talk to their fucking parents anyways. But I just want them to know that they can talk to us. But I don't know, do you guys remember that time? Like, because this is different. This isn't like talking about it with his dad. This is like he's going to be in a classroom with all a bunch of other boys his age, and they're going to be like, oh, and the penis, and the scrotum, and then, oh, penis. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, did you guys do like those sex ed classes?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
But do you remember how old you were when you went through puberty?
It's funny. I was trying to think about this when we talked. I was probably later. Like, I don't know. I was
24.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. James is turning 11, so maybe 13 years ago. Like, it's like, what is this? Ah, I'm getting somebody pregnant tonight.
Lord.
And
No, I think I was 14.
Yeah,
it's a little bit later, but I grew. I don't know how, like 6 inches or something like that in the summer, in the span of a summer. Like it was like people were like, "What the fuck?" Like,
like your height.
No, my penis. Oh, no, yeah, my height. What? No,
I
So
know we're
dang.
talking about puberty, and then you're like, "Yeah, I grew 6 inches overnight." That's called
No,
erection.
No, it's just over the summer. Oh, yeah.
He's definitely a grower.
Yeah, he's a grower.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I just remember from going from like 5, I don't know, maybe 5, 5'6", maybe, and then I went back to school 6'2".
Yeah, man, it's funny because when we first got together for the first time we were recording, I forgot how tall you were because it's been so long since I've seen you. And I said to you, I was like, "Holy fuck, like you're tall!" Like I forgot how tall you were.
That's right. Hayden, do you remember is it the same down under?
Yeah.
No, they just
How are you down under these days?
They just, you know, they send you out into the bush and they're like, when you learn about it, you can come back to school. And we're like, learn about what?
The bears and the kangaroo. Did the roo teach you how to do
the dingo that taught you?
The dingo.
Yeah, stay away from those koalas because they are full of chlamydia.
Yeah, no, don't they like all have chlamydia pretty much?
I think so.
Is that from the Australians? Like, is that like the chicken? What came first, the chicken or the egg? Like, did the koala get
chlamydia first? Or did the humans? I believe it's a different strand that doesn't transfer. I don't know. I don't know. I've never been, you know, you're not technically allowed to hold them where I'm from. So I've never, experienced it.
You just mute them.
You just mute me. It's a good thing that I can still hear myself and still record. Clearly, they don't want to hear what I have to say.
It was so catched.
He was talking. He was like, boop,
and you can be
Sorry, I
quiet
didn't mean
now.
to be-
You know, the good thing is that I'm the one in control of the sound on this end, so you might have muted me. But it's funny that you talk like I don't. Everyone talks about, oh, I had growing pains, you know, and all this and this and this, and I'm like, I never had growing pains, and I am quite tall as well, like you, Shao. I'm like 6'2", 6'3", or whatever it ends up being here.
I think you're a little taller than me because your hair.
Because my hair,
he's got tall hair.
The bun.
it weighs me down. I know I'm definitely heavier than both of you guys combined, but
I'm not gonna argue.
Yeah, I kind of. Yeah.
I'm a big
How many
boy.
stones are you?
What the hell is that? I don't know what stones are.
Yeah, Drawson asked me that the other day.
You
Dad, how
throw
many
them-
stones are you?
Yeah, I'm 218 pounds,
Oh shit.
which in itself is a
18.
whole different, you know, kettle of fish because I've never been that heavy in my entire life. I used to be like 165, 170, which looking at me now for my height is really thin, but that was
That's
just
what
how
I am right now.
Yeah, that's. But see, you don't
I
look
think my bones are
skinny.
hollow.
You don't look skinny, and I was always like, yeah, this is my weight, this is my fighting weight, or whatever, my sports weight. I never could put weight on, and then the missus' family fed me a lot because I was living in the downtown East Side. East Side. So they were just like every weekend, they were like, here's a bunch of food. But anyway, I digress. I don't remember my first beer. No, I do actually. That was when I was 4. My dad put my pacifier in the beer and then gave it to me. I remember that. No, not 4.
You remember that? You had a pacifier when you were 4? It's cute.
Yeah.
Question. Did you have, I mean, obviously you probably did, but sex ed classes growing up? Did they do the boys and the girls together?
Yeah,
Or,
that's
like,
why I was
separate
asking what grade
together?
James was in, because I think grade 5 was like the first time that they had it, and it was just like a class. They were just like, your class, boys and girls, do the thing. There was like 2 books in the library that were probably the most stolen book in the elementary school. I don't know if you
Sears
have them
catalog?
there. It's called What's Happening to Me and Where Did I Come From? Do you have those books here in Canada?
There's so many
Yes,
different,
yeah.
like we got like body books and stuff like that.
Yeah, these ones were like cartoon drawings of naked people. One was, so that was why it was like, it was the closest thing to, you know, pornography that you could get in an elementary school library.
Oh yeah,
But it was
So that's
cartoons.
why
boys were stealing them all for the
All-
bank.
yeah,
exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember very, very, very specifically like a sex ed video that we watched in science class where they just showed like a close up, like a macro shot of a penis, like flaccid.
Oh.
And there was like and then like you don't obviously you don't see the person, you see the penis, and you see a guy with a glove and just like pumping it, and then suddenly the penis just goes like
What?
and so just kind of telling you that
Was it that guy? Was it the guys? Was he pumping his own
His
penis? Or
own
did he have
hand?
maybe
That sounds like a very
I remember that so
sciencey
specifically.
video.
I was like, what the I was like, what the fuck is this? But I guess I don't really remember too much about the videos, but I just remember that like drilled into my head. I'm like, that's kind of weird. Like,
So the one thing you got from sex ed that stuck with you is a penis getting pumped by some rubber glove.
Yep, nice. Yeah, and that's how I.
That's sex to you now.
Every time I have sex, I wear a glove.
Yeah.
I wear a glove.
Yeah.
Just one rubber
I was
glove.
wondering.
Just one. I don't need 2. Oh, okay, little MJ. Yeah,
I love the one glove. I used to wear
That's
one glove.
exciting, though.
I used to dress up as MJ all the time. I used to-
WMJ.
WNJ. I had a film called, I'm going to go off track, but I want to bring it back because I have a very interesting story that I wanted to discuss with you guys because I've been waiting for the right moment to bring this in, but I want to talk about my WNJ story. Moonwalker. You guys ever heard of that film?
yeah. Wait, no.
Moonwalker?
Moonwalker.
I played the Sega Genesis video game Moonwalker.
Yeah, I think
No,
it was
I
probably
don't.
based on the same thing. So what it was is when the Bad album came out, all of the
They're all
music
good. What are you
videos-
talking about?
Yeah.
I wouldn't call any of them bad.
Do I get a sad trombone from that? Anyway,
You're in control, so.
yep. Remember that. So every music video was like a mini film, but then there was a through story through all of it. So what he did was he created a film that led you through every single music video from that album. It's only like an hour and 15 minutes long, but I freaking loved that film because you could hear every single from that album slightly different because, music videos can sometimes be different than album versions. But I used to dance along to every move. It's a Smooth Criminal in my living room. And anyway, I love that album. Hence why MJ was my first concert.
Who was the director of Thriller again? There's a famous director that directed Thriller.
I don't recall. I know that Scorsese did. He did Bad. He actually directed Bad.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Now I'll give you a reason as a cinephile to go watch it. But that was my digression, and I had this bit written down ages and ages ago when we were first talking about coming on here and recording our little misadventures with life.
Yeah,
and I was like, how am I going to bring this topic up without just being like, so porno mags, let's go.
Whoa.
Exactly.
Ooh.
But
that's a good segue. I mean, talking about young boys going through puberty and porno mags. Yep.
And then you add my production in there.
John Landis directed Thriller, who also directed Animal House, Blues Brothers, Twilight Zone, the movie.
Nice.
Blah, blah, blah. Clue. Three amigos.
We are the three amigos.
Yeah, so
sorry.
A lot of comedy
Love
stuff and then interesting. Got a little thriller in there. But there's a video, like a short on YouTube of the behind the scenes of Thriller, and that you should watch. I think that's really funny just to see him and MJ. I guess that was BMJ back then.
It was BMJ, yeah.
Interacting. It was really funny because they like to goof around, and it was a really good document, like mini doc kind of thing.
But yeah, if you ever want to track down Moonwalker, watch it. It's very enjoyable. It's got Joe Pesci in it as well, and as like
guys, listen, I'm really excited about this John Landis stuff, but Hayden was about to talk about porno magazines.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah. Okay,
yeah.
So back on track. Right.
Sorry.
No, please.
I know that is. Yeah.
So you were talking about how, you're going to pull one out?
That's what we
Hayden.
A magazine. You already flashed your butts. Oh, Shaw's got something. Or is that the tissue box that you need for later?
Settle down.
Relax.
Your story. I'm gonna
Relax.
Okay, my story, and it's a me story. Okay, what happened during the week that we missed, Shao? You're wiping away a little something here, and a little something there.
Nerds.
You're nerds. Okay.
Cluster.
You took those clusters in your mouth. So, where I grew up, there was kind of like where I am now. There was like the bush sort of intertwined in the neighborhoods. So, Canberra.
The bush? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. 70s style. Canberra is a city that is called the Bush Capital. That's like its nickname. So there's a lot of green space everywhere. A lot of green space. Anyway, so my brother is older than me, and he and his buddies, they used to go to the back of the suburb, and there was a dirt BMX like track like dug into the forest there. So it was a good place to go ride your bikes after school and whatnot. There was a frequency when I was still in primary school, or elementary school, as you guys call it. Elementary, dear Watsons.
There's gonna be another episode of him ragging on Canadians.
On Canadians? No, I'm edumacating. Now it's time. I will still talk, and everyone can choose to listen or not. I just like the differences between the two countries. So I just like to say, if I say something that you don't understand, I will try to make you understand what I'm talking about. It happens a lot.
That. Oh, you are outnumbered, but whatever.
Yeah, so if I don't understand, I'm going to be like, what's that? What's hockey? Oh, you mean the stuff on ice. Anyway, so there was a frequency.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, you got it. Takes the most amount of skill. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sorry,
you keep telling yourself that. There began, when I was in elementary school, I was like, why? My brother was already in high school. And I was like, why do you guys keep going to the BMX track every day? Like, why? So I was the annoying brother, and I used to be like, I'm coming along. And my brother's like, sure, whatever, just like hang back or whatever. I have a very good relationship with my brother. I was never like, we never like got in fights or anything.
You have one brother, right? Correct? Luke,
one
right?
brother, one older brother, yeah.
Oh, the famous author.
Yeah, famous author.
Yeah.
Of Mai Tai 2 times. Now available on Amazon.
Nice plug.
Yeah. And like 6 other books or whatever. Digression. I get not frustrated, but lovingly angry at my brother because I went to school for writing and university for writing and whatnot. And then my brother just bangs out like 6 books. And I'm like, what am I good at now? Anyway, that's a whole nother therapy session for me, I think. But anyway, so I joined him and his buddies one time, walking to the back of the suburb and up through the forest, kind of like ET style, just going into the woods, BMX track. And they were like, okay, we're going to show you something. And you can't tell anybody that it's there. And I'm like, what is it? What is it? What is it? Just like a naive little kid going, cool, I'm about to see something that the older guys have got for me. And then they took me over this little mound, and there's like this little like swamp pond in the middle of the BMX track. But like around it was like hundreds of adult magazines. Pornos just everywhere. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And they're like, throw one at me. And I'm like, so my like first, and I was just like,
can I ask a question though?
Yes, you can.
So what kind? Because there's like Playboy magazines, which is kind of like, more just naked women, right? In different poses and stuff. But then you can get into like the raunchy stuff, like Hustler, where it's full on like sex acts. So I'm just curious.
There was everything.
Like, it was everything.
There was like a mix of everything. And one of my favorites was called Off the Handle. And it was about homemakers in kitchens.
No way. No way. No.
And that is why my position on people in the kitchen is like my favorite scenes to look up on the hub and be like, yo, in the kitchen, on the table, maybe some flour.
But I'm curious. So you're in elementary and primary, as they call it down under. And do you remember, like, did you see just like, I'm really curious about this because I too, my first nudie magazines I saw were in elementary school, but they were just like naked pictures of women. Like it was like Playboys and stuff like that. But cause I'm just like, I feel like at that age, if I were to see like full penetration or like a chick sticking like a dildo up her ass, I'd be like, what is like, you know what I mean? Like,
what
I think
is
I would
going on
like,
there?
Like, I remember,
out, probably.
I don't know what, like, or maybe like I remember when there's a buddy I went to school with in elementary, and his name was Jamie, and he had an older brother, and I remember him coming up to me one day and being like, hey, like, do you know what a boner is? And I was like, no, like, what's a boner? And he's like,
feel this. Sorry.
Make sure you're wearing a glove.
No, but he's like, it's when your dick gets hard. And I was like, ugh. But then I remember like, but like, because you're like, ugh. But then I remember thinking after like, why would my dick get hard? Like, I don't like,
there was no rubber glove pumping it.
There's no rubber glove pumping it. I didn't have a demonstration. I was just like, oh my God, like this thing's going to get hard one day. Like I did. So that's why I asked that, because like, I think there's a big difference between seeing just like nude pictures of women or men, whatever, and actually seeing like full on sex acts at that age. Because at that age, it might be more weird or kind of like, what the fuck?
To be honest, like I'm old as dirt, so I don't really recall, but I don't think, I mean, back then,
there definitely wasn't penetration then.
I feel
because
like I was like, I don't think that was like a big thing in magazines back in like the 90s. I
But
think
there
it
was full bush though, probably back then, right?
probably. There was probably a mix. Like, I think back then, like, if, what is it, The People versus Larry Flint told me anything, is that Hustler was like the most risque of the times, right?
Yeah.
So
I never opened up a Hustler before. I don't even know what's it like. Yeah, I've seen Playboys, but I've never seen Hustler.
Oh my gosh.
oh, it's like a whole nother world. Justin's going to tell you all about it.
So okay.
They still make them, Hustler?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
I imagine, but when I was younger, like pre-hate days, we would go and you could buy them at like gas stations. Me and my buddies would like buy them, and they would have some would come with like DVDs and shit like that.
How old were you at this point?
Like,
see, like DVDs?
18,
what?
19.
Okay.
18, 19. They'd come with DVDs, and I remember I was living with my buddy one time. And we had like a bunch. We were just like, I don't know, drinking. Maybe we had a party or something. It was just him and I at the end, and we were drunk, and I don't even know how it came up. But then we just like got this idea that we were just going to cover our entire bathroom, floor to ceiling, every wall with like cutouts from Hustler magazines. It was so, yeah, but it was so, and Kate, because at the time, Kate and I were just friends, and she'd come over after, and it was literally floor to ceiling. And we're like, oh, it's funny because if girls come over, they sit down to go to the bathroom. So we just put like the raunchiest ones right in your toilet, like when you're sitting and looking at it.
That's pretty good.
Anyways, and it's funny because after she just tells me, she's like, hated coming to your house and having to go to the bathroom. And there's like comics and
why, Kate?
Yeah. My parents came over to visit one time, and I was just like, oh my God, I hope they don't have to go to the bathroom. I hope they don't have to go to the bathroom. But anyways, so like it was raunchy. And actually, when Kate and I actually did start dating, that was like one of the first things she said. She's like, okay, you got to throw all your stuff away. And I was like, yeah, of course. And it was like, so I should have just like left that bag down, like out on the street for somebody to find, but I put them all in the garbage. So they were, Hustlers they're a raunch, man.
I never gone to those.
We just did it. I don't know. I don't even know why we did. Like, I mean, I know why, but we thought it was funny.
I had a couple of like the softer ones, meaning like, was it called Maxim? It's not porn. It's not porn, but it's just like hot girls on the cover and stuff like that. And back then, I had a really big crush on is it Alicia Cuthbert?
Yeah.
You know,
married to one of your.
Woo! Yeah, and she made the cover.
You should know who she is, though. She's married to one of your famous hockey players.
Which one?
I don't know his name.
Hockey players.
Taves.
Dion. What?
Did you say Taves?
Yeah.
She's not married to Taves.
I gotta look this up. But continue your story.
Jonathan Taves?
No
way.
I thought it was
Devon Taves?
I thought it was Fanuff for a second.
Oh, Fanuff. Anyways, continue. He's looking it up.
No, I just remember seeing her on the cover. I'm like, I need to buy this one, and that's like the only. I might still have it upstairs somewhere. Well, I mean, maybe I chopped it. But
is that what around the time when like the Girl Next Door movie came out?
Yeah, and then after that, it was like there was another issue with Jessica Alba, which of course I had to get as well. But Jessica Alba, I saw her in Hong Kong when she had a event, and oh my God, she's beautiful. She's beautiful still. Like back then with it's a Blue Crush and like Honey.
Oh yeah.
Honey is a dancing movie. Blue Crush is, I think, it's a surfing one, and she's so beautiful. And I saw her a few years ago, so this is obviously like 20 years after she did those movies, something like that, and she's still just like radiant. And we locked eyes for a moment. Ooh. And I was trying to just be like telepath, like, where are you staying tonight?
Yeah.
Like room number, I'll come. And then she just looked at me. She's like,
did she wink? No, she looked away. She looked.
I know. She probably winked as I blinked. And so I missed it.
You missed it.
I missed it.
Because they're both fast.
Yeah.
They both happen really fast.
Yeah. And my eyes are squinty already, right? So.
Yeah, but you said it, not me. But yeah.
Did you find out? Hey.
Dion Phaneuf.
Yeah, enough. Yeah, he's right.
Taves.
Oh my God.
Hey, you should be proud that I even know who that is.
That's okay. Fine.
I am proud.
Fine.
Yeah, we'll give
Even
you
though
that
there
one.
are 2 Taves now.
Although he was a flamer, and then a leafer. So
double.
So he's got
double
Edmonton,
yikes.
and then he's got to come to Vancouver to retire, right?
No, he's already retired. Yeah.
Oh.
He's been out of the league for a while.
Well, there you go.
But it's like Sports Illustrated. It's like they used to have the Sports Illustrated, and then they would always have the Sports Illustrated swimsuit. Right. Okay, settle that one. Put the Kleenex away. Damn it.
So anyway, yeah. I had another funny story because the Forest Porno Mag, right? Yeah. I was like, that's definitely like a rite of passage for people of our generation. And I'm curious now, like, not when I have kids and when they get to that age, how are they going to like discover, like you're like thinking about with James, like how is he going to like, what's his first interaction going to be? Is it going to be on the internet? Is it going to be on the telephone? There's no like,
or some sort of VR thing.
Yeah. There's no like curiosity finding something in the woods,
Sears catalog.
Yeah. Victoria's Secret catalog.
That was always my first. It was the Sears catalog, and it was like you'd flip to the underwear section.
Well, you know what's weird also is like now you can fully see porn on Twitter or X. There's full on like
it's true.
Full penny and full nudity on Twitter.
Yeah,
which is crazy, I think.
Yeah. See, when I first moved back here,
hold on his phone.
Yeah, Hayden, why are you on your phone?
Hang on. What is this X app?
Have you thought about like if you like walked in on James?
I told him.
Wankin?
I told him. I said your bedroom or the bathroom. Like
he already knows what it is. He knows like, what the act of masturbation is.
I mean, we've had the conversation, but I don't like.
I won't register for a 10-year-old.
It won't.
Right.
Well, because you like, and that's why I said to him like, your life's about to change like in the next number of years here. Like when you have your first wet dream, because then you're like, oh my God, what is this?
Right.
And that's sort of like when it starts. But I like, so we've had the conversation about it, but I don't think he's fully going to get it until he's of that age. But I would, when that time is there, you're just, when you're coming up the stairs, you're stomping and coughing, like the warnings, right? The warning signs.
I'm coming upstairs.
Yeah. Yo, you need me to go upstairs and grab something, hon? Okay.
Okay. Challenge time, Justin.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
So I already know Xiao's wet dream girl, Elijah Cuthbert, early 2000s.
Elijah Cuthbert. Yeah.
Cuthbert.
Okay.
What are yours? Take us back. Take us back.
When I would. What was that? What the fuck was that? What are you doing? Why? No, time out. There is no way you should ever be that excited when you ask somebody who their wet dream is, like what their wet dream is.
No, I'm more excited about what your answer's going to be.
No, but so do you mean like when I was coming of age and then
who would have been? Yeah, who would be?
Or
we can do it one of two ways. You can do your early 2000s coming of age in real life, or you can do if you were coming of age today.
Oh no, I'd rather do like the actual.
Yeah.
Like the actual.
Sure.
Because I'm trying to, but you know what? It wasn't, to be honest, it wasn't. I mean, I'm sure there was like celebrity crushes and all that. I'm trying to think of.
I know your type.
Yeah. Who's my type?
Nancy Pelosi. Have you seen Rack? Have you seen that from Rack?
A babe.
Such a babe. Seriously.
Such a babe. Such a babe.
Powerful.
So you're saying that Justin is a tits man, not an ass man.
Well, she's got a dumper too.
No, this has anything to do with anything.
No, but there was a couple. There was like, and this sounds so cliche, but like one of my sister's friends. I was totally
Sure.
kind of like.
Would you say her
into-
name? Would you say her name? Probably not. Probably not.
I don't know.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to.
No,
Does her sister know?
Oh, probably not.
Okay, then you don't have to say it.
Well, no, I wouldn't have told her. But yeah, let me think about it, and I'll
You
try
just
to
would
come
have been
back
like
to
to
it.
your
I'll try and
sister,
bring it back.
could you like just borrow one of your friend's shirts? I'm just curious. Yeah.
Yeah, of
just
course.
borrow.
And then the next time we'll be like, can you like some underwear? Some panties.
Okay, well, let's throw it to you quick. You have 80 seconds.
No, this is you. You can't put me on the spot. You're first, my friend. You are first.
I think we both know what his type was back then. We want to say it on 3? Want to say it on 3?
Sure.
1, 2, 3. Queen Latifah. Okay.
Okay, I heard Queen Latifah. What did you say?
Bush in the bush.
Bush in the
That
bush.
was like the hangout spot. It was like bush in the bush.
Bush in the bush.
Keep going.
Okay, I was coming of age in the 90s. The bush would have been disappearing by then.
Yeah. Well,
On that note,
Queen Latifah is a very beautiful woman, by the way, but I would have been more into...
Let's break for a quick razor ad. Okay, you know what? Actually, okay, wait. I have an idea. Instead of cutting to an ad,
okay,
I think Hayden, because he did so many good ads in Nerd Ropes.
He did. And a popcorn ad.
And a popcorn ad. He tried to sell us. What was it called again? Yeah.
Maltese dog.
Yeah.
That's right.
How far off was I?
Mak Tai Sa.
Mak Tai Sa.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's good.
So
So I thought, and Chow and I will stall for a little bit, so you got some time to try and prep. But I thought instead of cutting to an ad for razors for pubic hairs, you could do one for us because you're training to be a voiceover actor, and also you're a brilliant writer.
And as we know, you're a magnificent improviser.
So,
I was gonna say, I've got no copy here in front of me. And you want me to do all of these things?
Yeah, you can do it, and we would appreciate like a before and after shot.
Taint and all.
We can put that in after. But so Shao and I will stall for a little bit just to let you gather your thoughts. So
we can fit in our 10 seconds of hockey talk.
Actually, that's what I was going to ask you was
wait up. You didn't even tell me what exactly you wanted me to say. Like, what did you want me to sell?
No, yeah. Razors, pubic hair for manscaping or
like
womanscaping.
manscaping.com, but not for them.
No, you know what? Actually, you know what? No, not for men, for women, please. It's got to be women.
I don't think they would buy my ad.
You got to convince them.
You got to convince them. That's your job. That's your job as the advertiser.
Okay, so you have 20 seconds. We're gonna stack our 10 seconds.
We're gonna stack our 10 seconds.
So you have 20 seconds to think about it. You could go.
You already had your time.
$5,000 bet.
$5,000 bet, baby.
Ooh. So what'd you do?
I blew it all on candy.
I was wondering why.
It's a lot of candy, but it's so good.
You have so many nerd clusters. So many nerd clusters.
Help yourself. I have lifetime of life, pretty much.
Gosh, I know
I
I
was
had some.
so nervous because it was a close game.
I know.
Close game. So
Can you believe it?
No,
we come back from 4-1.
that was nuts.
I know.
I was not gonna lie. I was a little bit like deflated.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. Because we know they can come back. We have done it before.
Yeah.
Remember back in the old run, we were called the comeback kids.
Oh, baby. Yeah.
So
and
good.
also, they complimented us on how well we came back at hockey.
Yeah, it's correct. Oh, look, Hayden's ready. Hayden's ready.
Oh, he's ready. He's ready.
Here we go.
Okay.
now-
Hold on. We hate to. Well, no, nothing.
No.
Break away from our original programming for this very important message.
Or correspondent Hayden John Woodhead has something to say.
That's good.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you. And joining me today.
Imagine if he starts it like the other one.
Thank you. I'm here to talk to you today about a brand new product on the market. Now, you might have heard me speak before about grass pusher-downers for your lawn out the back. Well, now you can have your own grass pusher-downer for the bathroom or wherever to take you from the front to the back. Now, this one's for you, ladies. And if he doesn't like your smooth that you have done with the grass pusher-downer, don't worry, because 2 days later it will pop back up and be just like before. For only one easy payment of $69.99, you will get a 3-month supply of the grass pusher-downer razors. Enjoy responsibly. And back to you in the studio.
That was good.
Thank you.
Hayden. Can I say one thing? That was
No.
That was good. That was good.
Got notes?
I was really, I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping it was gonna have the same start as the last one. That first bite. That second bite. Just like movie theater popcorn. With these razors.
That second shade.
You'll never have to pull anything out of your teeth again.
Hey,
oh my god.
Hey,
good lord.
what is the last sound a pubic hair hears before it hits the floor?
Get closer to the microphone. I cannot hear you.
Embarrassing. Lick my mic.
You know, it didn't pick up any of that sound. I just heard lick my mic.
No.
Is that what you call the little guy? Lick
This-
my mic. You get a sad
that-
trombone for that one, Justin.
It is. It's a really funny joke, people, and
Maybe you do.
I'll-
Maybe
I'll-
you do
you
it
know,
for social.
I'll do it for socials. Or we can just, we'll ADR it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we'll just ADR.
Anyway,
These mics are too good. They get rid of all background noise like this.
I think that might be as, the other program we're using to take the videos. Anyway, I have given you enough stall time, Justin.
Oh.
Give us your coming of age fantasy.
Oh, God damn it.
Boom, go.
Okay, just about any
Do we listen?
woman.
Okay, no, wait. Okay, I'm going to say a little scene here. Just imagine that you had
Okay.
your first magic dream and you've run over to Shao, your best friend's house, and you have to tell him who it was and what it was about. Not what it was about, just who it was.
David Duchovny.
I understand.
Do you get it?
I understand.
People of our age will know. That Hayden doesn't know. Do you know?
David Duchovny?
Red Shoe Diaries?
No. I know him from Californication and the X-Files.
Okay, so he used to host this show back in the day, and they played it on Showcase after a certain time. And it was called Red Shoe Diaries. And it was like a TV show on cable on late at night. And it was like softcore porn. And that was, so I just feel like I couldn't remember any of the women, but I remember David Duchovny. so
Okay, so I want to see. I want this.
him.
Play the scene. Come on, play me the scene. You put me on the radio show. I'm putting you on the best friend. I just had the greatest experience of my young adult life.
Okay. Oh my God. Shop.
How'd you get in here?
Oh, sorry. Knock.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Zzz. Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
You okay?
Are your parents home?
No, they're not. What's wrong?
Okay. Can I come in?
You can't.
Okay. Oh my God. I don't know. The most amazing thing happened to me, and I don't know if what's going on, but I felt like I had to talk to somebody about it, and it's kind of embarrassing, but oh my God, dude. So last night I went to bed, and I was just wearing the same underwear I always wear, and I don't know if maybe it's because it's a little bit warmer and I had an extra layer on, and I was trying to kick it off, and the movement of shuffling my leg, and I'm trying to kick it, the blanket's kind of sliding down my crotch area, and it was kind of brushing over my wiener or whatever.
Yeah.
And then my wiener, it started to Sorry, this is awkward. It started to get like hard and it like grew.
Oh, what?
And it was weird, but it felt good. And so as I was I was like, what? I was like, what the fuck? But so then I just kind of just started rubbing it through my underwear and then it started to feel really good. And then I couldn't stop rubbing it because it felt so good. And then I was rubbing it and rubbing it and rubbing it. And then it literally just fucking like threw up everywhere, like warm, sticky, fucking gooey shit. And it was, I didn't know what to do with it. And then so I disposed of the underwear, but I was worried that my parents were going to find it. And so I don't know, I kind of just threw it in my neighbor's backyard, but it probably wasn't the best idea because the dog got a hold of it pretty quickly. And
oh no,
I saw him run in the house with it. Anyways,
the underwear that has your name on the back?
My mom writes my name on my underwear.
Oh no.
Yeah. Have you ever had that happen?
No.
Oh, dude, it feels so good. I've literally about every 30 minutes, it just happens. It keeps happening. But after about like 5 or 6 times, it's kind of more just like a dry heave than a full throw up. And it's just like,
oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Does it hurt? Maybe I should try it.
Cut.
it feels really good.
Can you help?
I could. I have a rubber glove.
He's got a rubber glove. Okay, I was waiting. That was great. I love that. I don't want to know how much truth there was to it, but
can I say one thing?
No, that wasn't a scene. That was just him telling me what happened.
This was like.
oh, so I was waiting for the lady we had. No, okay, I guess it was David Duchovny.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, there was supposed to be a lady. It was myself.
Here's yourself. The blanket. You're attracted to friction of objects. Gotcha.
Yeah. Can I tell you something? Actually, that reminded me of a funny story really quickly because I think we probably got to wrap this up. But
Cheeto,
we just
send
got
me a
this
message.
Yeah. So there used to be when I lived on Vancouver Island, we would go to this like camp. It was called Camp Homewood, and we go as kids, and you go without parents. It's like a camp during the summer, and you stay all in these cabins, and they have like, I don't know, cabin leaders or whatever the fuck they're called. And so we're staying in this cabin, and I don't know, there's like a dozen boys in there, all like the same age, you know, there's like little mattresses and we all got our sleeping bags. And then all of a sudden there was like, somebody's like, oh, like, what is this? And there's like a pair of underwear and it had a full-on shit stain in the underwear. And they're like,
okay.
Oh, and they're like, throw it. And they go to the other kid, and it's like elementary school, primary hidden. And it's like, and then this like things like this underwear is getting like tossed around. And I didn't know. And then somebody goes, it lands by somebody. And my mom had written my fucking name on the inside of the waistband. And they're like, Justin Turnbull. I was so embarrassed, dude. I was so embarrassed.
Turnbull. Did he call you? Did you say Turnbull?
Oh, Turnbull.
Oh my god! I thought they came up with that name on the spot.
That would have been epic.
Smokes.
No,
great.
But I just sunk. I think I just like went into my sleeping bag because I, of course, like kind of knew. And so it's like, but you got to play it, right? You got to play with it. Like, oh, whose underwear is this? And I couldn't just be like, oh, whose underwear is this? And then like not throw it at somebody else. So like I kind of like, oh, I'll keep it here though with me safe. But
yeah.
No, it was funny, but it was like so embarrassing. Thanks, Mom.
So the whole time I thought you were gonna make a joke about pitching tents or something, you know, but shit underwear.
Yeah, and then we all got together and wet dreamed.
In a circle?
A circle.
In one tent.
Circle dream.
Yeah, circle dream. No, because that sorry, Tito, 1 second. Do you guys remember the last time you sharted?
I say that.
We're back on that.
So much joy.
I remember.
So much joy.
Do you?
I remember. It wasn't that long ago. It wasn't.
You overtrusted.
I couldn't remember, no.
You can? Hayden, do you? No?
No.
Have you ever sharted?
Take me as a sharter.
No, I don't.
You don't take me, or you do? I don't recall.
I don't take you as a sharter.
You don't recall. That sounds like a no. Because if you did, you probably would know.
You're shitting your pants. It's hard to forget. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, I'm just going to try to cut this short, but then I was in Hong Kong, and then my friend, one of my really good friends over there was looking to get a new car, used car, but like switch in his old car, whatever. And so him and his girlfriend at the time, they're married now, but I was really close with them, and so I obviously would, do stupid stuff in front of them. I'd fart and whatever, do poo jokes or whatever. And so they were driving. They're in the front seat. I was in the back seat of their car, and I was farting a lot, but it was like loud and not really smelly. Yeah. So I was just kind of ripping them and like making fun ones, and they're making them laugh. And then so it got to the point where I'm like, oh no, like something is happening, like level 7 around. And then so I was like, is there a bathroom where you're meeting this person? And it's like, oh, it's gonna be in a parking lot, so maybe in the whatever building there might be. And so they got out of the car. We got to the parking lot, got out of the car. They go to, it was like a Land Rover they wanted to get. And so they like it. And I'm like, oh, I kind of look around and there's no bathroom to be seen. It's just like an empty parking lot. It's not attached to a mall or anything. So I'm like, oh shit, it's like level 8 now. Yeah. And my friend is like asking the guy, can I take this for like a ride, like a test drive? Yeah. I'm like, okay, can you like drive somewhere that's like yeah. And the nearest place was like somewhere that's like 15-20 minutes away. It was like a park. And then so anyways, I didn't really tell them all the details, but I'm like, I kind of have to go to the bathroom, but didn't make it sound that urgent. Yeah. We get in the car, like the new car that they want to get on the back seat.
Just test driving this bad boy.
And they kind of go in like a weird, like kind of off-roady kind of place. So it's like a lot of
so it was really good.
It was great. Yeah. It was great for my situation. Yeah. But then I was still farting. Like, there was still a lot of gas built up, so I was farting. And then, like, the timing of the fart mixed with the bump on the thing, it was like it was like wet. And then the girlfriend was like, "Oh my god, Shao, that's so gross." And I'm like, and the bump made me like something isn't
then
right.
You feel the wet.
Felt the wet. And then so I sat the rest of the time like on my side. So yeah, I sharted in their new car, which they ended up getting. They don't know this till this day. We go to the park and I run to the bathroom and I had to throw away the underwear and like I think I took a photo of it.
Your underwear?
Yeah. So I said, because I sent it to my friends. It was like just
naturally.
Yeah, of course. And then I just like I took a photo of it. If I can find it and post on socials.
Yeah. Look for it on the gram. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube,
all the good ones.
Twitter. Chummy.
I thought you were going to tell him not to buy the car because it smells like shit, but buy that car anyway.
Nullify that new car smell.
No, he popped the cherry of that car.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Austin.
He's not sorry, Austin.
Now you know.
I was pretty happy about that. Yeah, I felt really good
he
after.
He took pictures of the evidence to show to his friends. He does not feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, he was telling me before we started this, he hates you.
My bad. But I didn't think
was that a different Austin? Oh, it's no,
same one.
The same one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right on. So, Shao,
what's up?
Did you want to lead this out of this episode?
Not really, because I'm having such a good time. But
Hayden's got places to be. He's allowed out of the closet for the next.
No, I'm locked in here until the sun comes up. So I'm,
We gotta go see if we can.
Northern Lights.
Yeah. Well, on that note, I just want to thank you all for being our chummy thumbkins, and please like and subscribe, comment anything you guys want. Can we also give out our email? If anyone has anything they want to like feedback or questions or topics you guys want us to talk about, go ahead and email chummythumbs at gmail.com.
Yeah, and two, because maybe you've have a story about your first wet dream that you want to share with
or you can share when you last sharded,
or maybe you have something interesting that you want us to talk about. We'd be happy to do that.
Yes,
or you could send us hate mail. That's fun. We'll read it.
We'll read hate mail.
We'll read hate mail
easily.
Yeah.
And like I said, I can find, like Justin said, you can find us on socials, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at chummy.thumbs. Yeah, chummy.thumbs. Yeah. And on that note, until next week, keep on thumbing.